Alright, so you guys are probably reading the title and you're like, what? What does that mean? How did I get rich off of working 9 to 5 jobs? Now, before we begin, guys, I'm very young, right? I've been working all these 9 to 5 jobs, but my whole goal is I want to be rich financially. I want to be rich and be wealthy so that I have enough, time and freedom and I can retire my parents, etc. But what I'm talking about is I'm rich. This 9 to 5 jobs and my life experience and whatever made me rich as a person first before I get rich financially. That's the difference, okay? My whole philosophy in my life is I want to be the best version of myself, okay? And in order for me to be the best version of myself, I need to be well-rounded in every aspect of my life, whether it be physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, financially, characteristics, life skills and experiences, life skills, life attributes, etc. I need to be well-rounded in every category and component in my life, right? There's so many components that you guys need to focus on. But guys, in order to do that, right, you got to be the best version of yourself, okay? So anyways, guys, how did these 9 to 5 jobs help me to become rich as a person? Now, I'm not rich financially yet. These jobs are not going to make me rich financially, okay? I'm not a millionaire. I'm not a multi-millionaire. I'm not even a figure heir, whatever the hell you may call it. But but the whole point I'm trying to make is, guys, when you go on through life, right, and you're trying to become rich financially, you're trying to be a business owner, you maybe trying to do YouTube, maybe you're trying to have a gaming company, maybe you're trying to do this, maybe you're trying to do that. You see a lot of rich people. The reason you see a lot of rich people, right? Especially young people nowadays, because it's so easy to get rich. It's easy to get viral. It's easy to start a business nowadays through the power of your phone. It's easy to get connections and meet other people because of the internet and so forth. That a lot of people get rich at a young age. The problem with that is that a lot of people, they're not rich as a person first. And you may be wondering, what does that mean, rich as a person? Like I said, guys, well-rounded in every aspect of your life. Are you mature? Do you have leadership skills? Are you confident? Do you have good communication skills? Are you respectful to people? Do you know different skill sets that a lot of young people don't? Do you have income? Well, obviously, these rich people have income to their name, but are they in shape? Are they healthy? Are they eating good? Are they making the right decisions in life? Are they surrounded by the right people and the right friends? Are they drinking and smoking? Cut that shit out. Are they, close to God? Are they praying every night? Or do they know how to fight? Do they know how to shoot a gun? Do they know how to drive? Do they know how to do this? Right? So the whole point is you got to be rich as a person first before you get rich financially, so that life is much more easier. And one way to go ahead and get rich as a person is working 9 to 5 jobs. You may be wondering, what do you mean? How does that go make you rich as a person? Well, I'm only 22 years old, but I graduated like 5 years ago already. That was quick, right? In 2020 during pandemic. And prior to that too, I was involved in a lot of things. I was working multiple 9 to 5 jobs. I was playing sports. I was training. I was doing combat sports. I was going to church. I was in a good school. I grew up in the ghetto. So pretty much I was involved in a lot of different things. And when I was involved in a lot of different things, that gained me a lot of skill sets, a lot of different life experiences, a lot of life lessons that I learned on the journey and on the way. So my first job, right? Let's take it back to the 9 to 5 job. First job that I worked at was landscaping, and that was when I was in high school. I was 16 years old at that time. And let's start with the superficial skills. What did I learn? I learned how to cut grass. I learned how to leaf blow. I learned an important skill like driving, right? I was driving golf carts and vehicles and forklifts. I learned how to paint roads and curbs and trim bushes and trees, clean water fountains, learn how to operate all these machineries. I even learned how to plant grass at that job, I'm saying gardening skills. But not only that, right? It taught me a lot of life lessons and it built my character, okay? So when I was working over there, when I was 16, I was the youngest one over there. I was like fucking a kid, bro. You know what I'm saying? I was working with 40-year-old men, 50-year-old men. My boss was a woman in her fucking 50s. She, way older than me, way mature, way experienced in life. I was like on baby, bro. You know what I'm saying? 16 years old. That's fucking young, bro. You know what I'm saying? Inexperienced with anything, bro. So when I went over there, I learned a lot of responsibilities. I learned how to work with people older than me. And even at one point I was working on the weekends and I was the only one by myself. I remember when I was working over there, I had to make sure that everything was good. The property and the job that I was working at, I was taking care of this, it was like community halls, and they could throw parties and events and graduation parties and birthday parties or any kind of job events, whatever, and they would be on the weekend. So my job was I was the only person on the weekend, and I'll be letting the customers in and making sure everything was good, and then I was still doing my work on the side, landscaping, making sure everything was clean. But over there, I had to make sure that everything was tended to. I had to get there at 6 in the morning, open the front gates, open the side gates, turn on the water fountains, make sure that the shed and everything was good and cleaned up after. And I remember there was a lot of times when there was a lot of crazy people. The location of my job, it was near like the airport, and there was like a lot of homeless people infested over there. And when I was over there, a lot of the homeless people will be wandering in. So my job as a 16-year-old, I learned how to take responsibility, solve solutions, and also just be a fucking man about it. You know what I'm saying? I was like, oh fuck, bro, it's like these two grown men walking around, you know, fucking crazy. What am I gonna do about it, right? I had to make sure that the customers and my job, everything was good, right? I couldn't fuck up, you know what I'm saying? So it taught me a lot of shit in my life. Landscaping. Another job that I worked at was at Taco Bell, right? I was working fast food. This is also during pandemic. I was 17 years old, worked there for 2 years, and pretty much what that job, the most important skill that it taught me was good communication skills. And the reason why you need good communication skills is because not only, you know, allows you to go ahead and talk to females, get the girl of your dreams, but when it comes to business, when you're trying to make money, you need to know how to speak and convey your message. You need to know how to persuade people to buy your product. You need to be charismatic so that people find you unique and interesting and they're attracted to you because they love your good energy, right? There's so many things. They love confident people, right? They love when people know what they're talking about. They know, you know, a lot of people, they don't know how to speak for shit nowadays. When I was playing Fortnite and streaming and just even talking to like coworkers from before, how they speak, they have no confidence. They don't know how to make eye contact with you and, you know, just look at you and you know, okay, like good body posture when they're talking. They don't know how to speak loud and clear. They don't know how to speak without stuttering. They don't know how to convey what they're thinking and, you know, what they want to say to people. They're like, I don't know, I think, yeah. Like, they don't know how to speak for shit. So when you work all these customer service jobs, you know how to speak, you know how to communicate, you know how to interact with people. Another skill set that I learned at fast food was how to practice my stoicism. Because, right, when you're working with a lot of people, you can run into a lot of jackass customers. And you know what I'm saying? Anybody who works fast food or any customer service job, restaurant jobs, agent jobs, whatever, you know that you're going to deal with a lot of fucking stupid people. And you can't react on your emotions, right? So that's the skill set that I've really found essential when working at these fast food jobs. A lot of other skill sets I learned, like multitasking, working under pressure, physical stuff, you know what I'm saying? So very important, bro. I worked at warehouse jobs, I worked at restaurant jobs, I worked at delivery jobs, I worked at high school jobs. And the important thing was it taught me a lot of skill sets, it taught me a lot of life lessons, and it built myself up as a character. So the whole point I'm trying to make is 9 to 5 jobs, even if that's not where you want to be for the rest of your life and it's obviously not going to make you rich financially, it's a good tool and good thing to utilize when you're young. You get rich as a person first. You build yourself up first so that later when you do get rich financially, you have all these skill sets and experiences. You're more mature. You have more leadership skills. You know how to talk and articulate. You have more stoicism. You have a strong body. You have a strong mind and soul. You have so many skill sets that a lot of people can't offer, which makes you unique and interesting. So that's how working all these 9 to 5 jobs made me rich as a person. Although it didn't make me rich financially, not yet, you know what I'm saying? I mean, it's not gonna get me rich financially, but it didn't make me rich, right? Maybe it made me stack up like 40, 50K in a bank, but that's not rich, right? That's not gonna buy me freedom, and that's obviously not gonna take care of my family. So although it didn't get me rich financially, it helped me build myself up as a person, and it helped me become more well-rounded. So, you know what I'm saying? That's pretty much how I utilize a 9 to 5 job, and you just gotta look at the positives, not the negatives. So yeah, I'll see you guys for another video. Yes sir.